Hey guys, we're Daires and Akilah of DIY Power Couple.
And today we are going to make over some furniture with gel stain, and we can't wait to show you how it all turns out.
So let's get started.
This is the dresser that used to be in my mom's guest room, and we are going to be converting this room into my son's bedroom. Our son gave us input about what he wanted in his room, and the first furniture piece to get a makeover was this dresser.
We moved it to the center so we can get some work done behind it.
It was nice that we didn't have to cover the carpet while we were making our messes because new flooring was coming.
We'll show you the room transformation in another video. Once we were done sanding and painting, it was time to remove the pulls from the drawers. We had no idea how old this dresser was, and it wasn't as easy as we thought. After I cleaned up the paint drips, I used this hardener to fill in the holes. This was our first time using the putty called Rock Hard, and it definitely lives up to its name. I had to work fast before the stuff got hard. We like the way it filled the holes, and how you put it on is how it's going to dry.
Our son had plans for the wall space, so he asked us to remove the top mirror of the dresser. When we moved, we didn't bring any of his old furniture. We knew that Mom had some sturdy wood furniture that maybe we could repurpose instead. I was a little sad to see it go because you don't see a lot of pieces like this. It had two other matching pieces, but my son really just liked the dresser, so we gave them a good home. He was feeling the engraved design on the drawers, but he wasn't really feeling the older pulls. We did say he could pick out his own pulls, but we also had a budget because we needed about 10 of them.
This old pull is much heavier and wider than the new ones. Stay with us because we're going to show you a tip on how to keep them from spinning when pulling your dresser drawers out.
Now we had to figure out how we were going to get these on the dresser.
See those little spikes?
Yeah, that's nice.
So it allows you to hold on to wherever you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of dig in there. So you can see if it's level. So that's center right there.
Okay, how do you know which size to drill your holes?
How do I know what size? I take that and I just look at these and I see, is that gonna go, it's gotta be actually bigger than the hole.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna first make all of the holes, each one at a time?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you can help me to make sure that I'm doing it, looks like it's right, or level at least, right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's phase one. We've put them on, now we have to take them all back off so that we can stain it.
So to prepare for the gel stain, we are giving our dresser a nice scrub with some TSP, and the purpose is to degrease it and get any kind of oils and dust off of it. Then we're going to sand the surface, just a light sand. We don't want to remove the finish. We just want to rough up the surface a little to create a better bond for the gel stain. And then we used a damp rag to wipe everything down. This was our first time using gel stain, and I was surprised at how jelly and thick it was. I had to stir it a lot to get it to a consistency that I felt like I could really apply it on the wood. It definitely is much thicker, and I was using a staining pad because I had used a staining pad before with regular stain on stairs, and I thought that it would work the same. But for me, the staining pad was leaving particles on the finish, and I couldn't seem to rub it out. My first impression of the gel stain was not good because it just seemed like it was so messy. We also noticed that the back corner was warped, and so we probably will do something about that a little bit later. I probably should have stirred the gel even more because I was not ready for the thickness of this product. The reason why we decided to go with gel stain is because we're going to be painting different types of surfaces, and we're thinking that the gel stain will give us a consistent color on top of all of those different surfaces. So we'll definitely show you how that turned out as well. Meanwhile, hubby had a different experience because he was using a microfiber towel to apply the stain, and that seemed to be working a lot better. I will say that after the first coat of stain, you could really tell the difference, and it was kind of a shinier look. After the first coat dried, we scraped out some of the swollen wood fibers and added wood glue to get it as flat as possible.
Hey guys, you might feel some type of way about this, but I had to sand the first coat of gel stain off. I could still see the holes, so I primed over it and put another coat on.
I was cool with it because you know how DIY projects go. You work so hard and you want it to look good in the end. Gel stain does take a little bit longer to dry, so we waited a few days before we put the knobs back on.
Okay, so this is the tip I was telling you about. You can get some double-sided mounting tape, cut it, and put it on the back plate of your knobs. This will help you if you have a one-hole pull that really should have two holes. We're using this because the original pull holes are so much wider than these holes, and this will help them stay level when we tighten them. We used a leveler to make sure they were straight before we permanently pushed them together.
I feel like the mounting tape gave an extra layer of strength to the pulls and did a good job of securing them. We got the corner as flat as we could, and we added another coat of gel stain.
Our son was amazed at how we transformed his grandmother's old dresser into a modern one. Take a look at that transformation.
I do think it looks nice, and it is perfect for his room.
I gotta tell you something, I didn't like using the gel stain, but I do like the way it turned out.
Me too. Let us know in the comments, have you used gel stain to refinish painted furniture?
The best thing about it is that my son really likes his new dresser, and he was a part of it.
And Mom loved that her old furniture was given new life. Thank you for watching, and please like and share.
And remember, you can DIY too. We'll see you in the next one.